Sage Wanderer here. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the tour of my homestead. Oh, my towels are all messed up and there's a mop there. Oh well, I'm not going to show you everything because it's not perfect, except the Tower of TP there. You can see that's perfect back there. But anyway, got some new washer and dryer. Yeah, that's new to this house. And I didn't show you all of the bathroom because it's not totally. I have a lot of rust stains. Let's put it that way. So this kind of gives you an idea of the size of it. This over here is my makeshift kitchen just for now. This is all going to get moved once the potbelly stove is up and going. I'll have to move my spices. But I have a sink and a faucet that's going to go right here. And all the plumbing for that is behind that. These cabinets weren't here. I purchased and installed these cabinets. And then I'm going to take all of my food storage here and go vertical with it. So I got to move pretty much all of this stuff into cabinets that's going to go up to the ceiling here. Wall cabinets, you know, to match. So I have a nice matching wall of cabinets there. And I'll try to go up high and free up some of this floor space here. That way I can move my temporary kitchen on over here. And these shelves eventually will go into the garage or into the other shed. So I have my tiny little living room here. I purchased this cool air conditioner heater combo. That was part of the purchases from moving in here. And anyway, but along this wall is going to go a couch. I've already ordered the couch, but try getting anything that you order these days. And you're going to say, Sage, why do you not have flooring? Well, because I decided that I'd rather have a couch and some more food than flooring. So, anyway, this is where I sleep. I have a bigger bed, which I'm going to replace this with, that is still in Texas. I got to go back and get my bigger bed. This is my son's bed that I'm using for now. And, of course, everyone will recognize my stage up for the nightstand there. This is my little makeshift studio area, and I got some speakers, and you know, I got some stuff. I got a little bit of stuff, and I'm working on getting this all hooked up and rigged up and everything. Right now, I don't have a closet, so my clothes I'm most concerned about are my collection of Western shirts, vintage Western shirts. I have about 8 or 10 of these, probably. I'm not sure. I have to count them, and. Anyway, I don't want, there's some more over there. I don't want them getting, you know, heat damaged, so I can't keep them out in the shed. And the rest of my clothes fit into my, fold up and fit into my dresser drawer over there. So, and of course, every jacket I own is ready for winter. And I did manage to find a small freezer. And these were impossible to find, but I just kept watching and watching till I got one. And as you can see, I got some meat in my freezer. The thing is, I'm saving the rest of this room for deer meat, because yesterday morning out here on the back porch, I come out here, and by the time I opened this, right over there in that brush just past that little rifle target was about 4 deer moving through that brush right there. 4 does, I think, and they were moving quick. So there's a solid deer trail back there I just have to explore. And of course, this is my back patio deck area. Only need 1 chair because there's just me. And then there's my storm shelter. I got a nice, awesome storm shelter here. Eventually, I need to move some of that long-term storage food down into the really cool storm shelter. I don't know how much you can see with the iris and whatnot, but there's the stairs and the bottom of the storm shelter, which I'm a little claustrophobic, so I don't like that. But if it's that or get swept away like Dorothy, then I'm not going to get swept away by Dorothy. This is this is the back of my other house. So I have 2 houses here in Oklahoma and 1 in Texas that needs to move. You heard my rooster. He's at my other lot next door. So these are put really close together. There's Radar. What's up, Radar? Hey, buddy. So these are put really close together with the intention of connecting the 2. And eventually, I probably will. And I was going to do it with the money I got from the house sale. But quite honestly, I just didn't have enough. That's why I didn't get flooring. That's why I didn't buy a boat. You know, there's a lot of things I'm doing without so that I can have more meat in the freezer. But I'm gonna save the rest of that room, I think, to put some deer meat in there. And if I don't get a deer, I gotta check into the laws here, but if I don't get a deer this fall, I'll finish filling that with meat with what money I got left. But my couch is gonna go here, and the gun safe I'm gonna move back by the freezer. So this will all be couch along this wall here. And I'll do away with this chair more than likely, because that's just a patio chair I got stuck up there in case somebody pops in on me. All right, follow me outside. There he is. There's Mr. Radar. What's up, Radar? He's my buddy. He always likes being on camera. He gets really cute and puppy-like when he's on camera. He's real curious because I'm talking to the camera and he thinks I'm talking to him. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, Radar's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. All right, you're under my feet. You're between my legs and I can't move now. Okay, I'm glad to see you too. So this is where Radar sleeps right now. But he has a really awesome, I don't know if you can see over there behind that tree. He's got a really nice doghouse over yonder. And I'm gonna move it closer because it's too far away. And right now he's on a tether, but I have enough fencing already purchased and over waiting by the chickens over there on the next lot over. All I gotta do is get T-posts and I'll be able to put up the nice fence here for him that goes all the way around the house. And then he can be a true guard dog on the roam. He can trot around the edges. This stone walk is something I just kind of threw together to stop the mud for now. These are a combination of stones I found here, and some I brought from Texas, and some are as far away, like that pink one I think is from Colorado, so, or Oregon. Some of these are from Oregon too. So anyway, back around here to the front of my house, and I have burning barrels so that I don't have to buy trash service if I don't want to. And you can see I'm right on the road. In fact, this stand of trees between my house and my other lot over here is so thick I can't get through it. So I can't just cut across from the storm shelter where we were back there across to where the chickens are. I got to literally come out here to the road and either walk in the road or walk on the part of my land that's right on the frontage here. And yeah, it's just, I got to clear some of this brush out, but I'm kind of waiting for see, it's starting to get thinner back there. The leaves are dying back on a lot of these undergrowth plants. And there's a blue northern coming through that's going to bring us, well, there's some flowers. Oh, Radar doesn't like it when I leave. Oh, that's pretty. I don't even know what that is. Late in the summer flowers. But there's a blue northern coming through. We're going to have 30-degree temperatures tomorrow. He's disturbing the neighbors, but it is Sunday afternoon, so they can be disturbed. This is a well house to what could be another well, and maybe some of my viewers can help me with this. I'm gonna enlist your help. You might be experts, who knows? But this has got no door, but someone knocked a hole in this. I don't know if you can see up in there, but there is a pipe sticking up that's full of concrete, and another pipe in the ground that's just open. And that's what's inside here. So I'm thinking definitely this was the well to this other property, because there's a light pole waiting for what it used to have, you can see it used to have a, oh, what do you call it, a banjo, you know, like the one I made for my house in Texas, which I probably will bring with me, definitely. No sense in reinventing the wheel. So this is my chicken operation, as you can see here. I'm gonna kind of show you the whole thing here and then walk around to the back, because the way the water runs off this roof, I've been watching it, is it all runs down these ridges until it hits that tan colored, or yeah, I guess it's tan colored cap on the end, and then it runs right down to this point right here, and you can see this is green from moss. So the water falls off here. You can see where it falls on the ground. Of course, I did this work here. This has got hardware cloth all the way around low, so nothing can burrow in, nothing can get my chicken girls. And anyway, but the water comes down there, and I have two of these tanks. One is here, the other one is still in Texas. But I'm gonna hook both of them onto this building. So half of the building will drain into one and half into the other. And I'll have backup water for the house, because this is way uphill. And I think above my hot water tank. I could probably, with a garden hose, feed my house with water from these tanks in the event of an emergency that I don't have the ability to pump water because of no electricity. So I could run water to the house from these tanks. Plus, these tanks will serve to feed my chickens fresh rainwater. And also this area here, I'm gonna make into a garden just for the purpose of feeding my chickens. It gets full sun all day, so I'm gonna do this whole section here in the Three Sisters method. I think I'll do better with it up north with water to water the garden with. And if I run low on rainwater for watering the garden area here, I can always run a hose from the house. Because right across those trees, that little thicket there, is the rest of my property. So once again, I've got a hardware cloth on the bottom, chicken wire in the middle, and netting on top, just to stop the flyers from coming in. So I don't think anything can get these birds. Nothing has bugged them at all since they've been here. Maybe I'll get in a position to talk to them a little bit, and you can meet my chickie girls. That's why I call them my chickie girls. And they're mostly named after my exes. So let's go. We'll start with this one here staring at me. That one there staring at me with a little white spot on her back. That's Bossy Anne, because she gets in the middle of everything. And her twin sister over there, I call her One-Eyed Noelle, because a raccoon got a hold of her and plucked one of her eyes out, so she's blind in one eye. And that's just only funny to me, I guess. I don't know why blind chickens. But she does well. She lays me an egg every day, don't you, girl? And then obviously the aggressive one here is my Banty rooster. His name is BB. He's actually named after a little Yorkshire Terrier I used to have. Well, my daughter still has him. I guess he's really old by now. Oh, there, he crowed for you. And then that little one back there, that little teeny tiny one, if you can even see her. Where's Robbie? Where's little Robbie? There she comes. She knows her name when I call her. But that littlest one I call Robbie, and that's because that's my sister's name that passed away, and she was tiny. She was 4'11". So my littlest chicken I named after her. Can't really see back in here with all of the netting and everything. It's hard to see him. But this chicken up here that's climbing around showing her acrobats is my prettiest chicken, I think. There she goes. And I named her Jonette after my second wife, who was the prettiest woman I ever dated, I think. But I was definitely the prettiest woman I was ever involved with. But anyhow, is it weird to name your chickens after your exes? I don't know. The Anne, Noelle, and Jonette. Anyway, that is my chicken operation. That gives you some idea of my property here. And of course, it goes back. These are rectangular acres, so I got almost 4 acres. So the property ends well beyond those big trees in the back there. So it goes back quite a bit. This property across the road from me is just hundreds of acres of a cattle operation. And you can tell by this fence being down, kind of laying down right now, as the cows get out all the time and come to my yard. But this road runs really clear across the county, and it's just a dirt road. And you'd think, man, you hate to live so close on the road. But if you can look down this dirt road, I am right at 5 miles from the blacktop on this road. And if you didn't turn onto another road to get to the blacktop and just stayed on this, it'd be about 15 before you hit a blacktop road. So nobody comes down here unless they belong here. So you can see that my property kind of goes just past that driveway we was just on, where this pole is, and past the house on down there to that next far light post down there where them trees are sticking out yonder, where that shadow is, way past where that shadow is across the road down there. So it's a sizable chunk of property. And God has blessed me, and I think I'm set up for surviving this winter pretty well, at least. And as I understand it from the man who owns this many hundreds of acres, and from also the guy that owns acreage behind that, there's about 8 little ponds on this big chunk of land, and they're all full of bass and crappie and brim or bluegill. And I have the right to fish them, or so I was told. So I got fishing ponds over there. I got deer on the property. I got chickens that are laying me about 3 or 4 eggs a day. I've got a well, possibly 2 wells, a septic tank. Now I've got 2. I'll have, when I get them filled, I have 1,000 gallons of water in reserve for an emergency. And the house I live in, plus this one, which is full of all of my junk. When I look at how much stuff was in the house and how much stuff is in this house, I think, how did I fit that all in that tiny cabin, which was smaller than either one of these? But I still have that one. It's empty now. I just got to figure out what to do with it. It's almost empty. And this one here is a true shotgun shack, in the respect that why you call it a shotgun shack, I've never shared this, is that if you open the front door and the back door, you could shoot a shotgun straight through the house. So it's like a shotgun barrel, open on both ends. So anyway, that's why they call that a shotgun shack. So this is my other shotgun shack, which has got a lot of tools and stuff in it. Can you believe I had all this stuff in my other little house? That's why I didn't show you my house. It was so cluttered. But anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of what I got going on right now. And then my house in Texas will have to come and be brought here or sold. And that decision is still yet to be determined. As soon as I get an estimate on the moving of it, then I'll have an idea. So anyway, that's the name of that tune. See y'all later.